A shattering crisis and a father's love. The Bold and the Beautiful explodes with emotion. On the April 4, 2025, episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, emotional tides swept through Los Angeles as heartbreak, medical emergencies, and unresolved love stories took center stage. What began as a seemingly ordinary day soon spiraled into a life-altering nightmare for Steffy Forrester Finnegan, while others faced the fallout of broken relationships and difficult decisions. Liam's medical emergency brings chaos. Liam Spencer's world quite literally came crashing down. After a private confrontation at his father Bill Spencer's home, Liam suffered a violent seizure and lost consciousness. He awoke briefly, confused and bleeding from the back of his head, only to collapse once more, this time outside on the steps. Steffy, drawn by instinct and concern, arrived moments later to discover Liam unconscious and gravely injured. Her terrified screams pierced the air as she called emergency services, desperate to save the father of her daughter. At the hospital, Dr. Grace Buckingham delivered a devastating diagnosis: Liam had suffered a brain hemorrhage. His condition was dire, and time was running out. Steffy's raw panic echoed in the emergency room as she realized she could be losing someone who, despite their complicated history, still held a significant piece of her heart. Deacon steps up for hope. Across town, at Il Giardino, Deacon Sharp provided the emotional shelter his daughter Hope Logan so desperately needed. Reeling from the collapse of her marriage and questioning her decisions, Hope admitted that she often thought about Liam and the life they once shared. Deacon, sensing his daughter's vulnerability, offered her and her daughter Beth a safe haven with him. While Hope expressed regret and confusion, Deacon didn't hesitate. He reassured her of his unwavering support and even suggested he could handle Steffy, Ridge Forrester, and Carter Walton, those who had cast judgment on Hope's recent choices. Deacon acknowledged Carter's loyalty to the Forresters but remained firmly in Hope's corner, vowing to be the constant she could count on. Callie's innocence in the middle of the storm. Back at the home she shares with Finn, young Callie Spencer's joyful excitement stood in stark contrast to the looming tragedy. With a father-daughter dance on the horizon, Callie's anticipation was palpable. Finn prepared a snack for her and promised a fun visit with Liam, unaware of the catastrophic turn events had taken. As Callie beamed with innocent joy, the fragility of family bonds became even more poignant. Her eagerness to see her dad was a painful reminder of how quickly life can shift from anticipation to anguish. Brooke and Ridge, love, responsibility, and regret. Meanwhile, at Forrester Creations, Brooke Logan approached Ridge with a mix of vulnerability and resolve. She pleaded with him to consider bringing Hope back to the company, drawing a comparison to the second chance he gave Carter. Ridge, however, remained skeptical. While Carter had confessed and owned his mistakes, Ridge pointed out that Hope hadn't yet taken accountability. Still, the conversation revealed more than just business concerns. Brooke opened her heart, confessing how much she missed Ridge. In a rare moment of softness, she asked him if he missed her too, an echo of love not yet extinguished, but clouded by time and wounds yet to heal. As the episode drew to a close, the emotional tension remained high. With Liam's life hanging in the balance, Hope's path uncertain, and Brooke daring to hope for a second chance. The bold and the beautiful reminder viewers of the emotional depth and dramatic stakes that define its storytelling. Tomorrow is uncertain, but in Los Angeles, every heartbeat carries the weight of passion, pain, and possibility.